Chrisean might end himself behind bars for a lot longer than anyone had expected, according to some shocking court documents that were recently revealed. As it happens, she has already completed 8 years of incarceration. Sis had an outstanding warrant hanging over her when she was detained shortly after attending the Blueface's court appearance. People thought she would only spend a few months behind bars. She could now face nearly 10 years in prison, though, as it turns out that she is facing a lengthy list of charges that she was not aware were imminent. A lot of drama is going on. People are discussing it. In order to place her son in a foster home, CPS is taking over and has already started the legal process. Let's go back a few months ago, when a video of Chrisean getting handcuffed and escorted out of Blueface's court appearance became viral. For those of you who somehow missed all the drama surrounding her, according to reports, her family and Blueface's crew are not making an effort to step up and care for her son, who lives on the streets and may have special needs. No one seems to have the patience or time to deal with the situation.
What happened, Christine?
You know, this thing, I got a whole nother case caught up in downtown. I don't even be downtown. It's cool, I got my people looking into it. I don't know who's going to prison.
Excuse me, sir, what are you guys arresting her for?
For a whole nother charge.
A warrant out for what?
Sorry?
A warrant for what, sir?
There's a warrant for her, sir. Right, you gonna record me the whole way?
The whole way, beautiful.
Why?
You're a big star.
Oh, God, this is not big shit. Oh, this is nice.
According to reports, she brought her son and came to Blueface's court appearance. But as soon as she walked in the door, her infant was taken away, and she was immediately put into custody. An eyewitness told TMZ that 5 LAPD policemen were waiting for her to enter the room, suggesting that the whole thing was planned out beforehand. During the search, 2 female officers took away her infant and slapped her with handcuffs. Chrisean patted her very well and eased her. She was apprehended in Oklahoma while smuggling cocaine. However, in an effort to evade sentencing, she fled the state to Louisiana before the case even reached trial. She even dared to post all of this information on her Instagram Live a few months ago, claiming that she had to care for her son and didn't have time to wait in a jail cell. She also admitted that in order to avoid having to live her life on the run, she had spent thousands of dollars attempting to have the case dropped.
Thing that I've been paying off fees and getting rid of shit, talking to certain people to help my situation out. Cause you know I have my son, so the old me would have just turned myself in and dealt with it through from inside to the outside of the jail. So whatever. So I don't be like, you know. But right now I gotta play cautious because you know I don't plan on being in jail while my son is growing. Like, I just don't plan on that at all. So,
Prisoners in Chile are there because they have time to serve. I'm not sure who did it to Chan's back. Chrisean was clearly living in a fantasy world, thinking she could just throw money at lawyers and get them right away. Let me explain the drama between James and Chrisean, for those who aren't familiar. With it, she was not able to join Tamar Braxton on stage. Additionally, upon her return, Hershey was prohibited from taking the stage, and her performance slot was taken away. As usual, Chrisean couldn't stand it and vented her annoyance at James for assaulting him in front of everyone. This is only one illustration of how rapidly things are becoming unsightly. After Tamar's best friend LaToya sued Chrisean in a rage, everything became a boiling tangle of conflict and court battles.
I don't even care at this point. Whoever want to get mad at me can get mad at me. Y'all gotta stop. First of all, let me tell you about this ghetto, disgusting gutter. I don't even want to call her a girl. First of all, she's trash. She should have never been at my show. So she come to Tamar concert, which I planned, and I will say that, drunk with 1,000 people, smelling like, looking dumb, okay? And so apparently she makes music. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? And apparently she wanted to drop a beat. So she was mad that she didn't get to perform. I didn't know she was a performer. And even if I did know she was a performer, she was not getting on the stage that everybody has worked their ass off to make. So she called, first of all, y'all see the video, she was up there a drunk fool, okay? Now, because his nose will not stop. She's going to prison. And I promise you, and we can cancel all this right now. You don't come to nobody's show. Everybody has worked their behind off to make this tour amazing. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have a lot of help. So never will I ever let anyone get away coming to anything that anybody I know and care about plan and work hard for and assault them, and I'm letting it go. So I want everybody to let Chrisean know, Chrisean, whoever she is and whatever she does, I'm coming for every coin she has. And y'all know me, I'm not gonna stop. I can't stop, won't stop Rockefeller Records. You do not come to my show and people that are working on my show. Now she Cardi took your man upset because she didn't get to perform. So again, y'all saw her show her dumbass during Love and War. She ruined the song, she ruined the concert, she ruined the moment. So then she backstage and she is upset, okay? Because she didn't get to perform her ringtone. So she storms in Tamar's dressing room with 1,000 people, okay? And everybody's like, nobody knew you were supposed to perform a song. We didn't even know that you made music. We thought you was on Zeus. Right? So everybody's trying to calm her down. She's in there rough, like a dungeon dragon, right? So then James is like, oh, it wasn't on purpose. Like, nobody tried to, like, shade you. We didn't know that you were supposed to sing. She like, lie again. And James like, no, nobody knew. And she hit James right in his face, chipped James' tooth. James' face is blood. James is at the hospital.
People thought LaToya and James were just chatting trash. But as Chrisean court documents came to light, it was revealed that James had actually sued Crane. She will also have to appear in court as the complaint was formally filed on June 2, 2024. Furthermore, things have been frantic ever since her arrest, which happened roughly 2 months ago. It seems that she might be facing some significant jail time based on recently made public court filings. So bad that even the Pie, who is extradited and is in prison at the Northeast Oklahoma County Correction Center in Veneta for similar offenses. Returning to Oklahoma.Chrisean is a living hell that is getting worse. Messier is now being charged with possessing CDs with the intention of distributing them and failing to get a tax stamp on prohibited substances. She faces a 4-year term for each of these offenses, meaning that if convicted, she may spend up to 8 years in prison. When she received this news, people's hearts went out to her son, Jr., even though they knew she would not be getting out of jail anytime soon. She should be imprisoned, according to certain people who claim that she's a bad mother too. With the belief that her son could be better off without her, they feel she should serve her time for breaking the law. Others, on the other hand, sympathized with the child and said that perhaps this is what Chan needed to change the situation. Persistent rumors that Jr. has Down syndrome and autism are the reason he has been receiving so much attention. Despite the lack of an official medical diagnosis, many have been attempting to piece together the little boy's health and determine what's going on. The Down syndrome allegations began to circulate a few months in the past. Many pointed out that Chrisean had symptoms of fetal alcohol syndrome when he appeared on Instagram Live with Jr., and his facial features were seen. Viewers saw that Jr. often stared blankly with a perplexed expression when Chrisean went live with him to declare that she had quit drinking and smoking, which prompted some fans to believe that he might be blind. The condition's physical characteristics, including a small head, narrow eye apertures, a low nasal bridge, a flat midface, and a thin upper lip, were observed by observers during that live session interview.
Amen.
Amen.
So, guys,
You let me know when, okay?
Oh, just a round chicken. Let me.
I'm not on the chicken.
That's cool. Put it. I like a lot.
Okay. I'll keep going. The baby ready.
It couldn't get any worse than this. The day Chrisean was arrested, a video went viral that showed Blueface's parents rejecting him and her whole family blatantly denying any responsibility for him. This kept people talking and elevated the existing discussion about his health to a new level.
So I'm giving orders.
But you was giving orders by that same girl that don't like to listen, right? So now she legitimate since she giving you orders.
How much shit don't go to the side of somebody else? She gave orders what to do with the baby. Am I right or wrong? Thank you.
Give it the.
So you follow the orders. She will live and learn.
Who the fuck follow any of Chrisean orders? Like, let's be real.
You feel me?
Right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Carlissa. I'm with you on that one. Exactly.
I don't watch the baby 5% of the time. Let's not get twisted. I'm not going to watch watching. I'm not the babysitter. Okay? I've been in that time where it was me. Oh, that's it. Y'all online thinking I'm taking them babysitter. My job ain't gonna be babysitter, goddammit.
But that's what everybody looked at you at on the internet.
Shit. Not about you. That's not about the space, it's about nonsense today. That's why you're here for all this. That's why you're here for all this. We know that. We know that. We know that. You goddamn cheat. Get out of my cheat.
That's crazy.
Yeah, want to go against somebody's will. You feel me? So ugly. So ugly.
There are whispers going around that Chan's best friend is taking care of Junior right now. However, since Blueface is the father and her best friend isn't the legal guardian, PS could have to take over and put him in a foster home at least until he gets out of jail. One person claimed that the root of the entire situation is Chrisean, Ez's fixation on a man who clearly doesn't care about her. Additionally, they stated that these kinds of terrible circumstances can be brought on by low self-esteem. People shouldn't feel sorry for her or anyone like her who shirks duty because they think they are better than everyone else. Someone else commented, "How do you feel about Chish possibly getting a long prison term? And is it possible that Junior may wind up in foster care?" Share your thoughts in the comments section below.